Thank you so much for inviting me into your beautiful country. I will speak English because I am from Brazil, so Norwegian would be a bit of a stretch. I'm Manuela Seve. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Alpha. We're a B2B marketplace connecting companies to the visual arts. But you must be wondering, what art and Proptech have to do with one another? Well, all real estate projects have one thing in common, and that is a lot of empty walls. Designers face the challenge of filling these walls while supporting budget and time constraints. Stock imagery and posters just don't cut it anymore. They give off a cheap and unfinished look detrimental to design concepts. And galleries and art advisors, which do provide beautiful solutions, are an expensive and very limited solution because they're always touching base on their target demographic, etc. So how it works now is a developer or hotel owner needs to reach out to a project manager who will then hire a curator. She'll charge a large upfront fee and will only work with a handful of artists who will then outsource production of the actual artwork to a number of suppliers, which are unknown to the developer or the hotel owner, which adds multiple layers of complication and cost to the project that is already one of tens, hundreds, thousands that this developer is overseeing. Just to give you a magnitude of the opportunity, everywhere you go, you are surrounded by walls. Walls can confine you into spaces or be the windows into different worlds. From hotels, there's over 264 million square feet of new space in the US alone, to co-working spaces with over 27 million square feet of new space, to the world's best high-rises, Class A addresses, with a combined total of 307 billion square feet of new space. The current process used to fill walls is expensive, doesn't always reflect the owners or occupiers' tastes, and incredibly inefficient. So in comes the Alpha platform, a simpler, faster, massively more efficient solution where filling walls is no longer a struggle. The clicker today. So we're a SaaS platform providing our logistical network and standardized quality to large-scale projects, where designers and hotel owners can have access to standardized quality and limited edition prints. Alpha's platform uses image recognition in order to suggest artwork according to the client's requirements and creates digital portfolios where our clients can track the value of their physical, original, and digital collections. Since we price based on scarcity, an affordable purchase, starting at $100, can become a long-term investment in an existing or rising artistic star. Our artwork is sourced in three main ways. One, through special projects, where we collaborate with independent curators, museums, galleries worldwide, and they bring us a group of artists that they already believe in, and we give them access to our logistical network and distribution. Number two is open calls in social and environmental causes. We see the arts as a fundamental tool for transformation. It is the one language that is truly universal. All of us will understand the same picture. So proposing questions and having artists react to them is a fundamental tool for transformation. And three, which is our biggest method of curation, is crowdsourcing, where artists all around the world are submitting works right now into the Alpha platform, and we invite anyone to vote. But we're extremely selective. Only 25% of the pre-selected works are actually produced into prints. So what are we doing? We're transforming the art consumption process and allowing everyone to have access to museum-quality artwork at affordable prices in a quick turnover time. We license artwork and dropship limited edition prints to corporate clients. We're inventory-free. That's very important. Everything is printed on demand at a supplier in the same geographical region as our client, making us the only platform in the world able to import and export art cross-border without logistics or the hassle of cross-border taxation. We can now deliver in North America, South America, and we're launching this week in Europe. It's one of the reasons why we're here, creating a globally sourced network of artwork that is always sourced globally and produced locally. Museum quality, limited editions at accessible prices, certified digitally. Inventory free, printed on demand. QR codes and client spaces provide a path from business to business to direct to consumer. Anyone walking by can scan a QR code. I know we talked a lot about visualization and augmented reality. and learn more about that artist, purchase a physical print, and have it shipped and produced in the country where they live. This, for the hospitality industry, is a game changer. Alpha works with clients throughout the whole spectrum of the Proptech and real estate section, from co-living companies such as Airbnb, Zeus Living, and Inviso, to traditional hospitality partners such as Marriott and Hilton, and finally, channel partnerships, where we produce white labels with companies such as Gilt, Zola, Eporta, among others. Last year, about $50 billion was sold in total arts. Interior designers spent $96 billion in furnishing, out of which 5% is art, which leads to a total addressable market for our type of product of about $6 billion, out of which $3 billion is hospitality rooms, not even lobbies, in the US alone. So it's a massive market. A little bit more about my team. My co-founder couldn't make it today, but as Siri mentioned, she is an art historian. She studied at Christie's Education, worked at the biggest galleries in the world. I, on the other hand, am a finance background, but my family is all in the arts. My dad is an art advisor, and my mom is an artist, uncle, gallery owner, and so it goes. So it's fair to say that we know a little bit about this market, and we're quite critical about how it operates. And our CTO, on the other hand, has built the biggest mobile applications of Latin America. Big Brother Brazil, The Voice, among others. So we came at this as how can we create a global solution? A few projects that we've participated in the past. This was a project we did for the Faena Hotel, which combined augmented reality, which we talked about today, different materials, in order to highlight beautiful artwork, which at the end of the day is the objective. This is a project we did for West Elm in New York, bringing a group of artists from the northeast of Brazil for a summer show. We've worked with numerous real estate projects, and we want to highlight the key features of the building, making sure that this is sold for the highest dollar on the market, and for companies that work with tenants to keep occupation as high as possible. This is a 3D printed sculpture that was sourced by a home builder. And this is a very interesting project that we did together with one of the biggest show houses in Latin America, where one of the sponsors was a textile company, and they asked us to source black and white photography showing the textile industry. In the space of 72 hours, we received over 200 works and narrowed it down into 7 beautiful works. We've done multiple hotel activations, building a bond with the local community and bringing in local artists, and a lot of activations around the world. This is a pop-up in New York City, a show house in the Hamptons, the first edition of the Artivism Challenge during Art Basel Miami in partnership with an NGO called Oceanic Global, and our flagship in New York out of a co-working space, The Yard, which is also our client. So if you're ever in the city, please stop by, and if you have one wall or multiple, please see me. We're happy to fill them for you.